And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, charitable events, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you so that we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, how can we engage? There's multiple ways. Our hotline number is 813-670-7372. Give us a call or a text on our hotline number.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. You can call or text that line. Any comments, questions you have with the show. We've been getting a lot of engagement lately. People wanting to know more about credit improvement, legal advice, all types of real estate and mortgage questions here on our Consumer Advocate-based program. Also, check out our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there, their contact information, and we would love to help you and connect you with any of our expert contributors. And this segment is brought to you by the Lucky Dill Restaurant. They've got a deli, NYC bar, Brooklyn bakery, catering, banquets, and more. The Lucky Dill Restaurant, home of the sandwich that ate Brooklyn. 4606 West Boy Scout Boulevard in Tampa. They've got a location in Palm Harbor as well. LuckyDillDeli.com. And the Lucky Dill is our official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance, very friendly wait staff over at the Lucky Dill, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Got a great event coming up on Monday. It's Monday the 20th. Become a Better Agent 31. BABA 31 is back, and it's in Tampa, Greater Tampa Realtors Association. I'm excited to be speaking about branding and negotiation strategies, and it's learn how to negotiate like the FBI. And my wife, Lindsay, is also a feng shui consultant, so she's going to be talking about how to create a better workspace environment with feng shui. And Kevin Overstreet, Insured Titles, hosting that. He's actually in studio today as well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. And today we're talking about title update and some of the things happening out there. There's so many, there's so many white-collar crimes out there, and this is just one of the latest that luckily you're getting ahead of it.
Trying to,
Yeah. Yeah, so title insurance update, kind of, one of those crimes that people can go online, they see everything online, and they're able to somehow, get their way into owning homes technically on paper, but they don't own it, and it gets real convoluted in there.
Yeah, it's actually a very simple crime to commit and a very difficult one to get out of if you're the victim. And I'll be happy to explain whatever you like.
Awesome. Good stuff. Thanks for coming in.
Sure.
Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell in the house. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. So you are involved with Children's Cancer Center, and thanks for being a part of Children's Cancer Center and coming into the show today.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So we got the Gelatin Plunge coming up. That's a fun event.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've taken the plunge 2 times. It's my favorite thing I've ever been a part of with charities.
Yeah. My daughter got a kick out of that a few years back, sliding down into, I forgot how many gallons of gelatin.
2,000.
2,000
Yes.
pounds of gelatin.
And it's ice cold.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah. Ice cold. I remember we had our team put together. We had the quarterback team. Of course, I went and got, the football pads, and I put the jersey on. We got into the theme and slid down into the gelatin, all for a great cause, Children's Cancer Center. Raising money for Children's Cancer Center and helping them with, the fundraising side. And they do multiple events throughout the year. The top golf event was the one that he just had in Brandon. But yeah, I love Children's Cancer Center. They do a lot of good in the community. So more from Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell in the house, coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we have our feel-good story of the day. A chef has been delivering free soup to a stranger with MS for over a year. Find out about this random act of kindness here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and more from our expert contributors. So as you know, I'm the owner of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm a top listing agent in the area, also top 1% realtor in the United States. We've got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about here in beautiful Tampa Bay. One of my favorite listings I've got right now is on the beach. It's 3607 Casablanca Avenue, St. Pete Beach. Great opportunity here. Beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath property, cute little home. You got a private backyard with some lush landscaping, pool, spa. And the best part about this is you walk out of the property, you turn to the right, and you're at the Hotel Zamora, one of the really cool beaches, hotels on the beach. You got the rooftop bar over there, pool, and of course docks where you can bring your boat. But then you come out and you make a left, you're at the Don Cesar, the world famous Don Cesar. So the walkability, the bikeability of that whole area around 3607 Casablanca Avenue, St. Pete Beach. What a great real estate property. Check out PlatinumMVPTeam.com. All right, let's jump right into it. Kevin Overstreet in the house, local entrepreneur, business owner, title company, title industry. Title update, title fraud. What's going on out there? What do the consumers need to know?
Yeah, well, really the simplest way to understand it, or to start to understand, first of all, this is one of the fastest growing white collar crimes in America. The 2015 stats showed $5 billion in losses to this crime nationwide. And a lot of people do ID theft protection, like LifeLock and companies like that, and they see a lot of value in that, and there is value in that. However, the average loss on identity theft is $1,300. The average loss for title fraud is $103,000.
Wow.
And it's something that nearly no one knows about because of the way that title insurance protects your home is very different than any type of other insurance.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to explain that.
Yeah, let's dive deeper in that.
Yeah, sure.
And just a topical, we've had William Crowley, the credit magician, here on the show for a number of years, talking a lot about identity theft and prevention and recovery, and how to improve your credit scores when it comes to real estate and getting into a refinance or maybe a home. But also, so here we go. Now we're looking at title insurance fraud, because people can go on to public records and they can see what the signature looks like. So that's kind of the underlayment for what's happening here.
Yeah, a couple things. The first thing you have to understand is the differentiation between title insurance and any other type of insurance. It's literally the only type of insurance that protects against the past,
right,
and not the future.
Right.
Certainly, you can't get life insurance after you've died, and
right.
You get car insurance because you may get into an accident in the future. Now, title insurance, every one of your listeners who's a homeowner, 99% of them, when they purchased the home, they were sold a title insurance policy. It's called an owner's policy. And I've been in the title business for 22 years. I've been down here since 2005. And because of the prevalence and the growing nature of title fraud, it's what spurred me to develop this service that we'll be talking about in a little bit. But so when you purchase your home, the deed that puts you in title is recorded, and at that moment is the effective date or the effective time of the title insurance policy.
Right.
So no one can come from the past and say that they had a claim to that property, or if they do and it's legitimate, then the title insurance protects you. What people don't know is the very moment after that deed is recorded, and for your entire ownership of the property, you don't have protection. So the following day, it could be as quickly as that.
Day after you close,
you're protected against anything from the past, like I mentioned.
Yep.
But anything from the future is not covered by the title insurance policy. So you purchase your home. Well, let's use you as an example. When did you purchase your home?
About 90 days ago.
Okay, so 90 days ago, you were covered from anything from 91 days ago back.
Right.
But for the last 89 days, you've had no coverage. So I could easily do this. Crooks can easily do this, and it's a bit of a problem between the fact that public records have to be public, hence the name, and everyone can see it. So I can go on to the county website. I could do this to you in a matter of hours.
Yeah.
Not that I would do this, but the crooks are going crazy doing this. I go on to public record. I see the deed that put you in title, and then I also see the mortgage that you are making payments on.
Right.
And then I can very simply create a fraudulent deed that goes from you to me, or to an entity that I control.
Yes.
And wait about a week and create a fraudulent satisfaction of mortgage, which looks correct from a chain of title standpoint. I bought the home from you. A week later, your lender sent in and recorded the satisfaction of mortgage. the counties aren't obligated in any way to confirm identities or confirm that the people signing the document are legitimate, because they're not able to do that. They're at the county seat, or they're in the courthouse, and when documents come in, if it's formatted correctly and they have a place to put their stamp and the cost, the transfer taxes and things have been paid, they simply change it.
Wow.
So now I own your home from a public record standpoint, and I own it free and clear because the satisfaction of mortgage was recorded.
Wow.
The lender who was fraudulently satisfied is not made aware. The counties don't report back to them, hey, lender, you recorded a satisfaction of mortgage against Brandon's home.
Right.
Because they recorded it. So why would they report back to them? And you have to understand how busy these counties are. They're getting literally thousands of documents every day. So now I own a home free and clear. I coincidentally want to wait about 90 days for what's called seasoning of ownership. And then I can walk into any mortgage company. I've got decent credit. I walk in and say, hey, 90 days ago I purchased this home with cash and I'd like to finance it. It's free and clear, but I'd like to get a line of credit. And let's say it's a $500,000 house, which I'm guessing yours is more like a $2 million house. But anyway, that $500,000 house is free and clear of any liens, and it's mine. I don't want your house. I don't want anything to do with the property. I don't care. I'm going to take money from your house. And so then I go and say, Mr. Mortgage Guy, I would like for example, a 60% line of credit. And the reason I do something with a low loan to value like that is because it doesn't require an appraisal.
No appraisal.
Because the last thing I can have is an appraiser coming to your house while you and Lindsay are hanging out.
Yeah.
So then I get the loan. It's my money.
Yeah.
And I could conceivably make the payments on the line of credit with the line of credit.
Yeah.
And I could do that to hundreds of people.
Could play that game, extend that out. We saw some of those types of activities through straw buyers back in 08, 09, some of that activity. But, great stuff right there. So title update, title fraud, prevention opportunity. We're going to talk more with Kevin after this short break. Also coming up, Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell's in the house, and more from our expert contributor. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We've got a feel-good story of the day coming for you. Stay with us after we take this short timeout.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. That's our #1 goal here with the Consumer Quarterback Show. We want to be your consumer advocate. 5 o'clock drive time right here on 1380 The Biz. We've got a weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone. And, of course, now we're syndicating our TV show on Apple TV, Amazon TV, Roku, Sony, Google Play, literally 85-plus outlets now on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Real excited about our growth. And we are actually interviewing local area business owners right now for opportunities to appear on our show. If you'd like to find out more information, visit our website, consumerqb.com, consumerqb.com. And this segment is brought to you by the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, the Bilmar Beach Resort over on beautiful Treasure Island, Gulf Boulevard, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in the Treasure Island area for many years. They've got 2 pools on site, Sloppy Joe's Restaurant and Bar. Great time. I love hanging out at the Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island. Great opportunity. Go out on Freedom Boat Club as well. And just a great time here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Reach out to our official hotel partner. Let them know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, hot property listing here in Tampa Bay, Platinum MVP team, 13508 Indian Oaks Trail. This one's in Largo. This is a great opportunity, close to the beach. Just a great opportunity to purchase real estate here in Tampa Bay. Real quiet street, kind of a dead-end type cul-de-sac street in Largo. Just a great opportunity. Beautiful pool, large home, and there's a lot of extras, additional items added to this property that we don't have time to go into now. 2614 St. John's. This is a property in Tampa. Great starter home, maybe investment opportunity for someone looking to place a tenant and just have some passive income. Completely remodeled and renovated on the inside. Just listed. The owner did a great job on the renovations here at 2614 St. John's in Tampa, Florida.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, so we have in studio today Kevin Overstreet, Insured Title Agency. His company is also Title Update, preventing title fraud, helping people protect their home, their real estate holdings through his Title Update. We got Miss Florida in the house, Shana Mitchell. All right,
Hi.
So yeah, let's talk a little bit about your involvement with Children's Cancer Center. So you're sitting on some of the committees over there, helping direct the Children's Cancer Center.
Yeah, this is the first year I've sat on the committee and been a part of the planning side. I've done the plunge and I've attended events for the past few years and gotten to know the staff and what they're doing. And it's a really good feeling to be a part of it and help.
Yeah, it's a great time. I had the opportunity to MC the Wine, Women, and Shoes event. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I got pictures.
When I was talking to Patty, do I have pictures of that, Rob? I think we do. When I was talking to Patty prior to the event, she said, "Okay, Brandon, here, be ready for this." Okay, last year the MC got basically, she came out to try to control the crowd, and it was 400, 500 women drinking wine, so she couldn't control the crowd. So that's how she prefaced, but you're going to do fine. I'm sure you're going to do fine. So, that was my kind of my pep talk leading up to that. But it was a great time. We had a lot of fun, raised about, I think, $175,000 that night for Children's Cancer Center. And just doing a lot of good in the community. One of my favorite charitable organizations here in Tampa Bay. So Children's Cancer Center. We've got the Gelatin Plunge coming up as well. So the Gelatin Plunge is actually at the Children's Cancer Center now, 4901 West Cypress Street in Tampa, Saturday, June 15th, coming up right around the corner.
Yep, coming up. So the Children's Cancer Center has about 4 or 5 big events throughout the year, and this, I feel like, is the most fun, very memorable, and it's great for the whole family to come out.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for businesses to support. There'll be local celebrities there, and anybody can sign up to plunge as an individual.
Very cool. So let's talk about that process then. So people actually have to register and sign up to be a part of this event.
Yes.
Okay.
Gelatinplunge.com. It takes like 5 minutes to set up a profile, and then they make it really easy to share that link through social media, share with friends and family, and when you meet that fundraising goal, you can take the plunge.
Take the plunge into gelatin.
Yes.
Yeah,
2,000 gallons of ice cold gelatin in a big pool.
Yeah, a big, like an outdoor pool, like some people have the above ground pool. Full of, it was orange gelatin the time that we did it. But so local celebrities, children battling cancer, corporate sponsors, all types of supporters are going to take the plunge for the 7th annual Gelatin Plunge presented by Casper's Company, benefiting the Children's Cancer Center. And what a great time to get involved with the community. A lot of business owners out there, I think, too many times, and Tampa's very charitable. That's one thing I've found in my time here in Tampa Bay, very charitable companies and organizations. But I think for the business owners out there, sometimes you get caught in a rut. You're just busy with work. This would be a great thing to get involved with as a company.
Definitely. And a unique opportunity that this event has is the corporate challenge. And that's where a business can sign up, and they have 4 plungers, but they're raising money as a team. It's a group effort. And they can also sponsor a child who has cancer to go down in their company logo, a t-shirt. So it's advertising for them, and it's a great photo op in addition to making a difference and helping. Yeah.
And the Children's Cancer Center supports over 1,000 children and families in the Tampa Bay area diagnosed with cancer or chronic blood disorders. And that's one of the things that I love about Children's Cancer Centers. It's not, they're not looking for the cure to cancer. They're not, treating the cancer itself. They're working with the families, providing that support.
They meet immediate needs. So
immediate needs, yes.
Research has its place in funding, long-term goals is really important. But the difference with the Children's Cancer Center is they're making a difference in the lives, their day-to-day lives.
Day-to-day lives. And I would say, too, just if you hear this interview here and you think, hey, I'd love to get involved, I'm not sure where to start, go to the website, but also stop by and check them out. 4901 West Cypress Street in Tampa. They're actually right around the corner from where we're broadcasting from right here in Tampa on Laurel Street with Salem Communications. But, go in and say hello and meet some of the staff. And they also have community nights, too. I think is it Tuesday nights? I can't recall exactly.
I believe it's one weeknight where you can go and volunteer and get to see what's going on, like an open house.
Yeah. And they're undergoing some renovations there as well. So really revamping the outside from what I've heard. I haven't seen it lately.
Yeah, it's a beautiful center, and there's a lot of different areas for kids to play and do different things and resources for them. But it's such a comfortable space for the kids. Yeah. And really pretty.
Yeah, I went over and highlighted Children's Cancer Center on another TV show I'm a part of called the American Dream television show. It's a national TV show. And, my message on that video was that the Children's Cancer Center is a place where, the children can kind of come and get away from their ordinary day-to-day, just kind of get away from it all. And there's lots of activities and events that they can do at the Children's Cancer Center.
And another important thing is it gives them a sense of community to meet other kids that are going through the same thing as them outside of the hospital. It's, a fun and happy place where their time in the hospital is, stressful and sad for a kid. It's like their childhood has been hijacked. So to have a fun, safe place that feels like home away from home is a really good resource for them to have.
Yeah, that's a great point, Shana. When you think about that, even as adults, it's like, we want to have the peer group. Whether you're in real estate, you got a peer group there. You have, so different types of places people do. They seek out that. Maybe it's a college alumni group, but for children going through cancer, the Children's Cancer Center is a great place to find that community feel.
And not just the kids, but I know having 3 young children myself and trying to figure out parenthood and all the challenges that come along with it, having a support system and other parents that go through the same thing has been such a big help. So when you're faced with your child battling cancer and trying to navigate life, that new normal that you have, meeting other parents who are doing the same thing is really helpful for them. I mean, it takes a toll financially, emotionally, and having that tribe and that support system really helps.
Yeah, I can imagine. So we're talking with Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're talking about Children's Cancer Center and how you can get involved. They've got the Gelatin Plunge coming up here on Saturday, June 15th, from 7 to 10 p.m. And that's a good time in the evening. Nice in the evening. It's not so hot. You're not getting beat down with that summer sun. But great time. Location is at Children's Cancer Center. So learn how to join and donate. There's 100 chances to win a cruise also.
That's a big deal, yeah. So you pay $100 for a ticket, and there's only 100 chances. So your odds are 1 in 100.
Wow.
That's better, I feel, than most raffles. And you can take that cruise anywhere.
Yeah.
Some other things that they have going on that night: food trucks, a DJ, lots of fun stuff for the kids. So it's an opportunity for the whole family to come out and have fun and make some memories. And if you want to plunge, either as an individual, as a team, or as a business.
Nice, yeah. Great opportunities out there for you to get involved. Gelatinplunge.com is the website. Children's Cancer Center right there on Cypress Street in Tampa. More from our expert contributors coming up after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We also have our feel-good story of the day and our positivity segment here coming up. A chef has been delivering free soup to a stranger with MS for over a year. Right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Stay with us. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram and Twitter, at the Consumer Quarterback Show pages out there on Facebook as well. And we'll see you right after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team. at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We want you to think about this show as the hub of your financial, your business, your economic will. You know, each one of our expert contributors are another spoke on that wheel, extending out, representing one of our expert contributors. They're going to help you as a consumer advocate. We're bringing on attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, solar companies, home services companies, and we're interviewing them. And the goal is to be that consumer advocate. We're talking about things that can help you avoid a lot of the commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. Avoid that commission breath. Everywhere you turn, you got commission breath coming at you. This segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving. The official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Brothers Easy Moving. And I can tell you from first-hand experience that they are a first-class organization. They do a great job. They got a 4.6 rating on Google. They got a 4.5 rating on Yelp. And they've also got an A rating on their Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, and they've won the Super Service Award multiple times. Shout out to Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Give them a call. Tell Gary Thacker, the owner, that you heard about him right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and take him up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And a couple of hot properties here in Tampa Bay. This is one of my favorite listings as well right here, 12610 Port Marnock. This one is in Odessa. It's a golf community. You've got water views on the front and back. You had a golf course view in the back. Beautiful flooring throughout. Great floor plan. Just a large, nice family home here. Turnberry at Eagles. $530,000.
I live in Turnberry at the Eagles, and it's the quietest place I've ever lived, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And the wildlife is everywhere. So it's a
Do you have a golf cart? You go riding in a golf cart and
no, they don't.
Around?
Unfortunately, if you have a golf cart, you can't use it on the golf course.
Ah, okay.
So you drive your golf cart to the clubhouse and then get one of theirs.
There you go. Okay.
So not a lot of convenience in it, but
that's cool.
Plus
So that's a nice community there.
And I don't have room in my garage either. So
gated community, nice community. I mean, just beautiful property, and the owners of the property are motivated to, they're working down in St. Pete, so they want to, move location. So beautiful property. Let's help them get that done. 12610 Port Marnock Drive, Odessa. Beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay. All right, so Kevin's been putting on these Become a Better Agent events. BABA 31 is the one I'm going to be speaking at on Monday the 20th. It's 1 to 5 p.m. I think it's closed out ticket sales. It's mostly realtors. Greater Tampa Realtor Association on Kennedy Boulevard. But I'm excited about this event to talk about branding, which we've kind of talked about. Branding has been it's kind of overdone. A lot of people done to death, exactly. And then, I love the negotiation style and the FBI. Who better to learn from than Quantico, right? The FBI. So we're going to learn to negotiate like the FBI. And as we mentioned, Lindsay is going to be talking about feng shui. So these are cool events. So you're on number 31 now. You've been doing these for quite a while.
Yeah, since September of 2015, actually. Cool. And I love them because I get to learn personally so many things from all of these expert contributors, and it's always different. We don't record them or archive them or anything like that because and that makes some people mad because they want to stay home and watch it. Yeah. But and you've been to enough of these events to know that the energy in the room and the people that are there for you to connect with, that's really the key, in addition to the knowledge and the great food that we always serve.
Yeah, I love that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Excited about that event. And negotiation is a cool strategy. I actually had some notes here on negotiation. I was going to share one. So this one is that I wrote. My notes here is be careful of how you use the F word in negotiation. So not the bad word. We're talking about fair. Okay. So when you're negotiating, everybody wants to throw that word. Oh, well, we gave you a fair offer, right? So the NFL Players Association negotiating with their salaries and the NFL, right, against the NFL Players Association. So using the F word in negotiation, they said to them, well, we've given the players a fair offer. So what you want to do in that position is mirror that fair back. Oh, that's a fair offer. You mirror it, put that fair back into their court, right? Sure. Now they've got to deal with that fair, that word, because you mirrored it back to them, and then you would follow that up with a label. So it seems like you think that that's a fair offer. So it seems like you're going to be open to opening your books. You're going to open your books and prove that it's a fair offer. So be careful when you throw the fair word out. And I explained to you that story about Robin Williams. He took the movie Aladdin this is a great example, by the way, in the book. He talks about it. Never Split the Difference. Chris Voss, by the way, is the author of the book. But he says, the movie Aladdin, he came in. Robin Williams took that job as the genie for $75,000 cut rate. Normally he's worth more. He says, I want to leave a legacy for my family. Once that movie became a blockbuster and made millions, $504 million, him and his agent went long and hard in the media how they got ripped off, and so after reminding Robin Williams that he already had, he happily signed that agreement to do the cut rate of $75,000, they actually Disney mailed him a $1 million Pablo Picasso painting to keep their star happy.
Nice.
But the reason why he got upset wasn't the cut rate of $75,000. It was that it was unfair now that this movie had made millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
So be careful the way you use fair in your negotiations.
Yeah, or the type of negotiating that you settle on instead of a fixed number. Maybe that should have been some percentage of the blockbusting money.
Good point. Yeah, that's up to his agent to negotiate that. Let's jump right into your title update, the title fraud. So that was really interesting. Most insurances cover your future. We get that. Your health insurance, your car insurance. This one is covering, title insurance covers your past, but now you've created something that homeowners can take advantage of, kind of like a life lock. I like how you
similar,
put that in there. How do people take advantage of it?
Sure. A couple other scenarios real quick, and I'll just touch on them. I mentioned the example of me stealing the title to your property, but the more prevalent types of title fraud are vacant homes. And I don't mean vacant homes in a bad neighborhood that are with boarded up windows. It could be a $2 million mansion in Key West where it's VRBO during the summer.
Yep.
And it's vacant, and the homeowners are up in the Northeast or wherever they live, and someone could easily change the title to that house, give it a little bit of time, pay the appropriate taxes to have that title changed or to record the warranty deed, and then sell the property. And it could be simple. I could go to a real estate. I keep saying I would never do these things, but a crook could go to a real estate agent down there after doing this to a half dozen homes and say, look, my wife and I are wanting to retire. So I'm going to sell all these homes. I want you to handle everything for me. Wow. And I'll take 80% of market value. Real estate agent says, wow, this is the deal of a lifetime for me. They sell instantly, and I'm gone with the money. And now you have unwinding it is the problem, because now you have new buyers, and they are to a degree bona fide buyers because they were victims in this as well.
Yes.
So they have some protections. You have the new title company that has insured the new lender. All of those people have attorneys. The crook is gone with the money. Yeah. And now you have to fight this thing in court, and the court system, law enforcement is very reactive. They don't have another way to be other than reactive. A new crime starts happening, and they figure out how to handle it. They're not there yet. Yeah. So the key to preventing it, we can't stop the deed from being recorded. Right. But if we notice it right away, which is what the service I'm going to describe does, then it's very simple. I say, Brandon, there was a fraudulent deed recorded on your property 2 weeks ago. This is a monthly update that we do. And then you say, well, that's not legitimate. And then I refer you, if you like, to a number of attorneys that we refer folks to, and they do a simple quiet title suit. The crook isn't going to show up to defend it. And you're talking about probably around $1,000 total cost to have the quiet title suit done, and that's just the judge, the court saying that this deed doesn't exist anymore, and it's done, it's undone. So the one that we just caught, actually my other title company in Madera Beach, the closers who are really sharp, they just caught a guy trying to sell 19 properties. Wow. 19 vacant properties at a discount, and it was a substantial discount. And what his method was, and this is very, very common, was monitoring obituaries. And seeing that, okay, this gentleman died, and then he does a quick search of the property. It also is free and clear. The obituary says if he's survived by anyone that's going to want the property. So he did that to 19 different properties, did fake quitclaim deeds to himself, to an entity actually that he controlled, and then was selling them. Wow. We happened to catch him, which was great, but he'd been doing this for years. Wow. And
did they handcuff him? Did they get him?
Yeah, he's in jail now. So
that's awesome.
So the solution is what we've come up with, and I created this last year actually, and we started in September on a small scale, enrolling buyers at closings at both of my title companies, and then every single month we take a look at the latest data for that property, and it's an automated system that is used very, very accurate. And then every month, the homeowner or the subscriber gets an email that says, "Hey, Brandon, since you signed up for this, we just updated it again. There's nothing new," or see the attached document and tell us if it's legit.
Wow.
And then you can stop it at that point. And
that's important.
It's the most important thing.
What's the website, by the way?
It's title-update.com.
Okay.
So a hyphen between title and update. And the cost is less than your Netflix subscription.
Hey, that just went up $1 or $2 now.
Yeah, I think it's like $14.
Yeah.
And the pricing that we have is $9.95 a month, or they can pay they can pay for a year for $100 and save a few bucks.
Nice.
And it's we've found a few
potential fraudulent cases.
Fraudulent deeds, and we've referred those to folks. I don't know what's exactly going on with those right now, but we've only been, I guess you would call it beta testing it by enrolling folks at closing.
Yep.
So we have 300 or 400 homeowners that are in this program, but because of how once people get it and they understand, they're like blown away that it happens.
Yeah.
But they understand the importance of it. And,
absolutely.
So just today, actually right now, this very second, announcing that the service is now open to all Florida homeowners.
Nice.
And they just go to title-update.com and click join now, choose their plan, put in the property information, their information, and they're set.
Good stuff. Hey, stay with us right here on Consumer Quarterback Show. Kevin Overstreet in the house. Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell coming up. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Ian Beckles here with...
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you. Reach out at platinummvpteam.com, platinummvpteam.com. Got a hot listing on Clearwater Beach. This one's 207 Coronado Drive, Clearwater Beach. $3.3 million listing of mine on the beach. Beautiful property, 5,500 square foot lot. Great opportunity to build, develop, potentially tear down and go vertical here. But this is a property right across the street from the Wyndham Grand and also adjacent to the Hyatt. And it's a great opportunity here for development in Tampa Bay, right across the street from the Pier 60 on Coronado Drive, 207 Coronado Drive, a hot real estate property, compliments of Platinum MVP team. 1701 Mariner Way in Tarpon Springs. This is a great property as well. Single family home, corner lot, 0.49 acres at 1701 Mariner Way. Gated community, completely remodeled on the inside, and the owner did a great job with the landscaping outside as well as inside renovations. Hot real estate properties here in beautiful Tampa Bay.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And this segment is brought to you by WholebodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. WholebodyFuel.com. Chef Brian Adamo and his team prepare these awesome meals. They're conveniently delivered directly to your home or office, and I love it every day. Every week I get my new order of food. I carry it with me to and from my listing appointments or meeting with clients, and WholebodyFuel.com keeps me healthy, convenient, delivered directly to your home or office. Excellent food. They've also got the world-famous protein donuts, WholebodyFuel.com. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. And every day we're going to tell you something positive here on the Consumer Quarterback Show in our Feel Good segment of the day.
Tell me something good.
All right, this is a cool one here. So a chef's been delivering free soup to a stranger with MS for over a year. So like many restaurant owners, Chef Juan Carlos Burstein uses Facebook to connect with his customers. After realizing one man was too sick to make it to his restaurant, he quickly ordered to deliver free soup free of charge. Juan Carlos's own JC's Cafe in Illinois, a restaurant known for its homemade soup. Noah Distonites loves the soup at JC's Cafe, but after multiple rounds of chemotherapy to treat his multiple sclerosis, he hasn't been able to make the trip. One day, Noah commented on Juan Carlos's vegetable soup on a community Facebook page. After reading his post and realizing that Noah was too sick to make it in the restaurant, Juan Carlos quickly offered to deliver the soup to him free of charge. Noah said that Juan Carlos not only told him he need not pay, but also promised to keep bringing him the soup. He's like, I only want to see you get better, he told the news station. Noah didn't expect to see Juan Carlos again, but there was another knock at his door. A second time he brought it. I was like, he's not lying, Noah said. For over a year now, Noah's been receiving soup deliveries several times a week. That's a really cool guy right there. And it's kind of like the... reminds me of the Seinfeld episode. Remember the soup Nazi? Kind of the opposite.
No soup for you.
Yeah, the opposite. He's getting soup.
Come back one year.
Soup for you.
Yeah, he's getting soup every day, and that's an awesome feel good segment. So that's the feel good that we talk about here on the show, perpetuating that random act of kindness here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And let's jump into our lightning round. So we're going to have
The lightning round.
top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
Majored in lightning
And let's go ladies first here. So what are some nuggets of advice, words of wisdom for people
Everybody,
out there?
go sign up for the gelatin plunge.
Yes.
My advice. It's such a good time. Very memorable. It'll make you feel good to give back and make a difference to kids battling a really hard thing, cancer.
Yeah, help them fight the fight.
Yeah.
That's a good way. Gelatin plunge coming up on the 15th of June 15th, Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m. It's going to be nice in the evening. It's going to have to be too hot, and it's just a great event. Get out there and get involved in the community. Kevin Overstreet, title update.
Yep.
Top tips, nuggets of advice.
Have a check-up done of the public records to the property that you own or properties that you own. And this is one of the things that we offer when you initially become a subscriber to Title Update. The first thing that we do is a full title search.
Okay.
So to make sure that nothing from the past was done incorrectly, and then to make sure that since the moment you owned your home until today, nothing has happened, and then it's an ongoing monthly thing. So no one ever looks at the title to their home. They've got insurance policy, so they're good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like reading that fine verbiage, the language in there. There's things in there that you need to know, especially, when it comes to for example, for a homeowners association, what are the rules? Can I use that pool, or do I have to use that pool, or do I have access to any of the pools? I've seen that happen.
Sure. Most of the time when people violate the HOA's rules, it's because it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
They don't know the rules. They didn't look at it.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So top tips, nuggets of advice. So getting involved with the community is such a big part. And I imagine as you were doing your pageants and your career and becoming Miss Florida, you were involved with the community quite a bit.
Yeah, that was one reason that I got into pageants. I was doing photography, and I was doing a little project where I was doing free photo shoots for kids with cancer, and that's how I got involved with the Children's Cancer Center. Is I did photo shoots for children that went there. They saw the pictures and brought me in, and we made that connection. But it's helped me reach so many more people. A lot of people are involved with the Children's Cancer Center, and it's just grown so much, and it's really a cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah, it really is. They got a great team over there. Patrick Morades, he's on some of the boards. He's one of our PEO partners here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Patty, of course, what a powerhouse leader she is with the group. The whole team, Julian, they do a great job. And when you look at the involvement of the community, it seems like the community likes these events. They're getting
so many
involved.
people come out.
The wine,
it's
women,
a
and
good
shoes,
time.
the golfing event they just had at
the Charity Polo Classic.
That's a big one. I haven't gone to that one yet.
And for me, it's trendy and it's fun. It's a charity event you really want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. And the gelatin plunge is a really fun thing for kids to do, especially, and for businesses that want to get the word out and have really cool pictures from it.
Parents, your kids will love you if you let them slide into a 2,000
who doesn't want to do that?
Of gelatin.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. All right, give me some more tips, Kevin. Top tips, nuggets of advice. You're a successful business owner. You've got multiple companies running. What's been one of the things that's been your secret to success?
Being different. So, if you look at really any type of business, particularly something like mine, title insurance, it's we all differentiate ourselves based on service and pricing and locations and things like that. But there's only so much you can do within those components of your business.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, we're delivering the same product everyone else is. It's a vanilla product. It's a commodity. And the way to be successful for me has been something like this, like Title Update. We've created things for sellers. We've created the Become a Better Agent program. Those are things that make us stand out from the rest of the companies. Of course, we give great service.
Yeah.
Are we the best? Of course. And every one of our competitors will say the same thing about them. But we're truly different.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've really embraced early in my career when I look back to, going to Business Mastery with Tony Robbins and Walking on Fire and those types of things. When you learn those strategies early, it's all about differentiation and how much you can add value to the customers. So if you can add more value to your clientele than the other companies, you're going to be in demand. And I look at what Keller Williams has done. Gary just launched. I don't think many people know, but Gary launched an iBuyer program, kind of like the Open Door and these other companies. Hey, you want to go online, fill out a form? Yeah, we'll buy your house. And the difference there is that he's made it where it's kind of like a Travelocity, where it's going to shop all of the different types of airlines for you. But he's doing the same thing with the home buying process. So good stuff there. So Miss Shana Mitchell,
Mr. Brad,
give us one more tip here. Give us another top tips for the young women out there. Maybe something for the young women.
Yep. I said to sign up. Second piece of advice: get a costume together. If you're going to have this amazing photo op, you want to look the part.
Yeah.
So when I went down, I wore my crown, my Miss Florida banner, and a ball gown. So
there you go.
If it's something with your business, find something fun that kind of represents who you are. Or you said, you went down in your football pads.
Yeah.
Make it a really fun experience.
That's right. It was fun. It was interesting. And it was memorable.
You said for the women.
Yeah,
so
give me something for the young women out there.
My description of the event was this family-friendly night. But for the ladies, for the single ladies, there are hot firefighters ready to hose you off.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
when you come out of the pool covered in Jell-O, they don't tell you that part. That was just an added treat. But Yeah, a lineup of firefighters ready to hose you down.
There you go.
And I mean spectators. You can go and just watch.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, so go have some fun. Saturday, June 15th, coming up just around the corner, 7 to 10 p.m. Children's Cancer Center right on Cypress Street. It's the Gelatin Plunge, gelatinplunge.com. Food trucks, just to be a great time. Get involved, especially if you know of somebody in the community that has cancer. Maybe bring them out. Let them see all the positivity around this. I want to thank our expert contributors, Kevin Overstreet, Title Update, and Miss Florida, Shana Mitchell, as well. Thanks to all of our producers, our team, our listeners, our viewers of our TV show out there. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, carry it with you, hand it to that person that you see in need, donate some blood. Lots of ways you can get involved in the community and do something kind for one another. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.